Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do some gardening. It is becoming very warm, and what I'm going to do is I will actually move all the planters from over there to the shade, because during the afternoon and in the late afternoon when the sun reaches over there, it gets really hot. And I just want to also provide some updates of my plants. I'm kind of disappointed because the seeds that I planted, I believe back in March, it did not grow anything. It grew like something, but I'm not sure if it's even like a flower or it's just weed. So just want to show you that update, and then I want to also introduce new plants that I got yesterday at Home Depot. Well, actually I chose it and then Eddie got it for me, so thank you Eddie for that. Okay, so let me show you some updates. Okay, so this is the natural habitat that I've been working on in the past 2-3 months, and there's nothing. So like 2 months ago, when I first put all the soil on these planters, they grew a lot of mushrooms in the morning and then it died off, and basically now there's nothing. It's just, you know, 2 rows of soil. That's it. And you know, it did grow something here. I don't know what it is, but the thing is, this area, it gets really hot at around noon. Right now it's early in the morning, and it's already very hot. So once it gets to noon or in the late afternoon, it gets really hot. And I think because the temperature is so high that the seed that I planted around 2 to 3 months ago, it just wasn't able to tolerate this hot temperature, and so it couldn't grow anything, which is very unfortunate. And then I just want to show you an update of this. Nothing grew out of it. If you remember back in, I think around March, I put a piece of paper with seed in it. In here I buried that, you know, that packaging from my makeup brush, and was expecting something to grow out of it, but nothing grew out of it. So very disappointed. But I have a good news. My blueberry plant is doing very well, very healthy. It's growing very tall. So as you can see, I think last time in my last video it was around this height, and now look at this. It grew all the way up there. It's super high, you see. So that's one good news. But like I said, the weather is getting very hot now, and it's only in May. Well, today is the last day of May. It's only May, but it gets really hot. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be doing a lot of moving around, moving all the planters into the shade areas, because I really do not want blueberry plant to die, and I don't want this soil to overheat. So I want to provide you with an update on the calla lily, which are doing excellent. They are doing great because I moved them mostly away from the sun, in the shade area, and they just get like very little sun, and then most of the time they're in the shade. So they are doing pretty well. They're growing well. They are very healthy. I'm still waiting for the actual flower to grow out. They should have the yellow color as well as the burgundy color calla lily. So I'm excited to see that flower bloom. Again, I'm gonna push this in a little bit so that they're not too out in the sun. And today I want to show you something, because I will be planting 2 new flowers in my garden. So the first one I want to show you, this is called Vinca. Let me take this out in the sun so you can see it better. This is called Vinca, and I love the color. It's purple. There's purple, pink, some bright red. It has very beautiful color, and this is a annual plant, not a perennial. So that means it only grows one season and then it will die off. However, with this type of plant, they can grow back. They're like perennials in which the seed falls off on the soil, so it will grow back. So I'll try to make sure that this grows back yearly. These are very beautiful, and again, I'm not going to leave it out in the sun for too long because I really want this to grow every year. I mean, it can tolerate heat, but the heat over here is super strong. So, and then I want to show you this second plant that I got today, and this one is called, this was actually the first plant I picked because it's yellow. This one is called, it's called Marigold. This, like the Vinca that I showed you earlier, this is also an annual plant, not a perennial. So it only grows one season and then it dies off, and then it'll grow back again from self-sown seed every year. So just want to plant it in a nice spot and then let the seed falls off on the soil and it will grow again. Okay. Yeah, so even though they're annuals, they do act like perennials where they come back every season. With this one, it also can tolerate high heat and doesn't need a lot of watering. So I'm going to work on gardening, and I will show you how it looks like at the end, and also I will rearrange my little habitat. And today I'm gonna also add some water in my patio, hopefully to attract some animals coming to get some nice cold water, as well as maybe I'll put some nuts and some vegetable out for some animals to come to get some food. Okay, so now all these planters are moved in the shade area. And also I want to mention that I have just ordered a patio umbrella, so it's gonna arrive in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and I'm going to set it up, and once it's set up I will be able to move all this planter back in the shade. But for now I'm leaving them closer to the shade because it does get really hot over here. I live in Sunnyside, California, and the temperature can go as high as over 100 degrees, and this 100 degrees temperature is coming. So, and again, this is only May. Today's the last day of May, and imagine when it's June, July, August, it gets so hot. Actually, I think August, September, no, October, they are the hottest month. They can go up to go as high as 110 degrees, 120 degrees, I don't know. So I just need to be prepared for this hot weather, making sure my plants are in the shade and happy where they're at. I don't want them to be suffering under the sun. Okay, so I'm going to get to work. First, I am going to work on adding more soil in the planters, because it looks like the soil are very thin, they're very little, so I'm gonna be adding more. And also kind of maybe add, throw out some of the old soil. I just need better nutrients in those pots, because I do want the flowers that I got, the Vinca and also the Marigold, to grow well in those pots. And those flowers, they actually can bloom a lot, they can spread, and I do want them to spread and grow more. I want to be able to see them also on an annual basis, see them every year growing back. So I need to make sure I have good soil, good foundation for them. This is the root of the chrysanthemum. It's still here, so there's a chance that it can grow back. I'm gonna just leave it back here. Hopefully we can get chrysanthemum back. growing a type of flower. I just don't know exactly what type of flower this is. Debating if I want to put this back in the soil and let it grow more or take it out. I'm not going to put them too close because they can get crowded if I do that. So I'm going to separate them a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what I grew, but there is something. So I'm just going to leave this in here. I don't remember exactly what it is though. Okay. So there is something else growing, but I don't know what it is and I don't want to dig it out. Okay, so something is growing. It's just at a very slow speed, I guess mainly because it's too hot. So now that I'm moving these two planters in the shade, I think whatever it is that's growing here is going to grow. That's my hope. I'm finally done with working on my garden. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bucket of water, or actually just a small bowl of water with some nuts and also some vegetable on the side for animals, or just for birds or pets, squirrels who wants to come and visit and get some free food. And I have saved up some tofu boxes. So I have some water and just a piece of vegetable, and on the other tofu box I have some raisin, some dried fruits, and also some vegetables. Okay, so I'm gonna put it closer to outside, and hopefully the animal will see the beautiful flowers and come visit and then find that there's food here. So this is what I'm going to do. Leave the food there. And the beautiful plants, they're going to be here. Hopefully they don't think it's a trap. Anyways, that's all for my video today. And I hope you guys all have a great day. See you guys next time. Bye.